We're going to start with this lovely chrome blaster, and then we'll work our way through the lovely stuff in the back. Good luck, everyone. May the odds ever be in your favor, friends. Empty box. I gotta tell you, I really just want to see a Matt Stafford. All right, we got a Zach Ertz on the refractor for Washington. A little CD Lamb action for the boys. And Manangai for the Bears. Starting us off. Vita Villa. Danny Brown, Xavier McKinney. A little Tez Johnson action for Tampa Bay. We approve. This pack feels different. Why does it feel different? I don't know. What do we got here? Amon-Ra, Lazard. We got Brenton Strange for the Jags. And Porter for the Raiders. What's up, PD? Welcome in. Ginkle. We got little Mahomes action on the Fortune 15 for KC and Josh Downs on the footballs. Tommy Tremble, Buda Baker on the refractor, and Dylan Sampson for the Browns. I kind of get the feeling I'm going to get shut out on Stafford again. McCaffrey, Nelson, Justin Fields, massive hit for the free spot. And a Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Ingram. Oh, only Dan's. I hope you're watching. Look at that beautiful golf. Aaron Donald on the Legends of the Gridiron. And Leonard Floyd for the Falcons on the free spot on the red, white, and blue. Okay. Okay. No Stafford, though. One of these days. One of these days. I think we just need to go right for downtown. That's where we're starting. It has been a good while since I've opened one of these things up. Empty box. Good luck, guys. Now, these notoriously have a lot of base. Way too much. They call it preferred hobby, but it's more like preferred base. All right, good luck, guys. Tyler Loop for the Ravens. Oh, come on, Rourke. Where's Primo when you need him? Roma Dunze on the silver. And this should be a base party. Look at that. Look at all that base. Why would they need to do that? I guess if you're trying to collect the set, this product is a good way to try to do that. Because you're going to get a lot of them. Ooh, a little Ashton action. We approve, Raiders. Chain reaction, Drake May. There we go. Goff. He's everywhere. And base. All the base. We got Cam Miller. Caleb Johnson on the rookie phenom patch going to Pittsburgh. And a Puka on the silver going to the Rams. We're all right with that. And base. The base party continues. All right. Now, I think we should be getting close to a downtown, right? Isn't that what we need? We got Sawyer for Pittsburgh. Matthew Golden for Green Bay. That's a beaut. And base. So much base. So much. Jordan James for the 49ers. Hairston going to Buffalo. On the blue, that one is 118 out of 399. I believe that's 238 has Buffalo today. And lots of base. All right, Wyatt. It's coming up. Sombrero Cat is on the Jazz here. We got Morrison for Tampa Bay. Gunnar Helm for the Titans. Travis Hunter on the Diamond Hands. That one's going to Carter King. We approve. And base. I have never seen it not just be base. Prism and Mosaic, no huddles. Sometimes sneak in other cards, but I've never seen Optic do it. A little Milrow action for Seattle. Cortland Sutton for Denver. That one is 122 out of 199 going to Mr. Shaft. And base. All the base. All right, if we're going to see it downtown, it needs to be soon here. Come on. We got Hampton for the Chargers. Best Tutties, Lambjack, Mark Andrews for Baltimore. And base. That pack is very thick. We got Smith for the Jets on the free. DK on the play action going to Pittsburgh. And base. Gosh, so much base. All right, let's see what we got here. This pack is mighty thick. All right, we got Nick Scorton for Carolina. Ty Felton, first year fresh, going to the Vikings. Ooh, there's a numbered card behind him. That's what we got there. He's not numbered, though. Going to the Vikings. And Donovan McNabb going to Washington. That one is 44 out of 399 for the Commanders. And base. No, downtown. Ugh. The Lion Hunter. I know, I didn't even realize McNabb was in the set. And for Washington. Kind of crazy. All right, let's try some Phoenix action. I love this product. It is one of the things Panini has gotten right over the last couple years of their dominance. The International Mega empty box. These things have been so nice. I just hope they can be nice for us again. Good luck, guys. We got Thomas for the Jets. Godwin on the Mojo going to Tampa Bay. That one is 14 out of 25. Very nice, Tampa Bay. Mahomes on the Thunderbirds for KC and some base. Godwin out of 25. Oh, you're right. Man, I'm never catching those jersey matches. Good catch, Jaddy. Congrats. Ty Felton. Hampton on the Mojo Contours. That's nice. 65 out of 75 for the Chargers. That's a beaut. And this should all be base, and it is. You win, Only Dans. You win. That one's nice. That one's nice. I love those Mojos, man. Phoenix got it right. We got Lambert Smith for the Chargers. T. Higgins for the Bengals. That's a sick-looking card. That one is 51 out of 75 for the Bengals. I believe that's 238. Cam Ward for the Titans on the Paragon. We approve. Very nice. And some base. Yeah, these boxes are fun and they deliver. I just hoping they're going to deliver us a Color Blast. I always think that's gold, but I think that's just a Steeler. Travion, Jack Sawyer on the Mojo going to Pittsburgh. And base. Emin Worry for Seattle. Ooh, what do we got here? Thornton for the Raiders. That one, it's kind of stuck to something. What is going on here? It is, it's stuck. Come on, get off of there. Is that 2 golds? What is this? I don't know what's going on. It's like stuck to this card behind it. Hold on a second here. I've never seen something like this. It's like stuck. I got to get this off of here, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. All right, there it goes. It's like there's a little bit of glue on the back of this card. So that's 6 out of 35 on the Thornton. And then we got Hampton right behind that is 12 out of 35. I think they got glued together. There's like a little residue on this thing. I think you can get that off, though. Only Dan's. But that's crazy. Actually, Only Dan's, I think you got both of these. I think you got them both. You did, Only Dan's. What a pack. Yeah, there's just a little bit of that. Mosaic would have that residue sometimes. I think that's how we ended up with 2 of them in one pack, though. That's pretty crazy. Both out of 35. All right. Plus, we had JJ on the Thunderbirds for Minnesota. And some base. And 1 pack to go. Thornton again. Myles Garrett for Cleveland on the Contours. And base. No Color Blast, but still pretty darn nice. Congrats, Only Dan's. That pack did you very good. All right, we'll do no huddle, and we'll end on the signature. Yes, Resident. I like that. For sure. All right. Well, you were due, Only Dans. You were due. The bill comes due. All right. Good luck, guys. I love these no huddles, too. Let's see what we get today. All right. We got Hairston for Buffalo. Schrodinger for Cleveland. Josh Simmons for KC on the disco. We got Jared Verse for the Rams. And this should be base. Yes. Yeah, Eric. I'll probably be rerunning this tomorrow. I think it is worthy of running this tomorrow. I think just the Phoenix alone, those boxes are so good, and that box was extra good because they had 2 out of 35 stuck together. So it ended well for Only Dan's on that pack. All right, we got Jalen Royals, Walker for the Falcons, Dallas Goedert for Kirk Saxon. What do we got here? Redemption? We got a redemption. Oh, okay. Good luck, guys. I don't know what we're getting here. It is rookie autograph Prism No Huddle. DJ Giddens. That's going to Indy. Indy with the redemption. And some base. Who had Indy today? Mr. PG. All right, Mr. PG. You know, I'm not a big fan of Indy, so I am not that familiar with his game either. But I am familiar with the name. All I can do is hope that it is a redemption worth redeeming. Tarheeb Still. That is a name I don't see very often. Or ever. Ever. All right, we got Jalen Lane for the Commanders. Breece Hall for the Jets on the free. That's a beaut right there. 15 out of 125. Oh, these discos just look good. We got Saquon on the Prism break going to Kerr Saxon. And some base. Yeah, you'd have to be pretty darn good to get ahead of him. His day will come. I'm glad you got that, Mr. PG. All right, we got Easy for the Boys. Trey Harris. Vidal on the disco. Saxon. Or Only Dan's. Trevor Etienne going to Omar. That's a beaut. Kid Reporter and some base. You know, I don't know if it did. I don't think it did, but that was, no, just Prism No Huddle. So I don't know if that's probably not numbered. I'm guessing that is not numbered. We got Williams for Detroit. Mullings for the Titans. DK on the disco. For some reason, they always have to turn one backwards. Going to Angie. And some base. We have Riley Leonard for Indy. Fannin Jr. for Cleveland. Jalen Lane, look at that. Nice color match for Washington. 39 out of 99. Beautiful. And a wonderful Ashton. Come on now. Only Dan's. That's a beaut. We approve. And a couple base. We approve, Only Dan's. Everything looks better on the disco. We got Membu for the Jets on the free. Another Ashton, because why not, Only Dan's. Judkins for Cleveland. That one is 49 out of 75. That's nice. And Abdul Carter on the Emergent Disco for the Giants. Going to Logan. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Only Dan's. Don't you dare jinx it. Last thing you want to do is jinx it. It's all going right. Don't mess with a good thing, they say. Man, see, even on the base, you're just getting it all, Only Dan's. All of it. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. We got Mason Taylor for the Jets. Easy for the boys on the blue. That's 67 out of 125 for the Cowboys. And base. Take that, Wyatt. All right, we have Jalen Noel for Houston. Evan Ingram going to Denver. That one is 3 out of 10. Wow. 3 out of 10. Mr. Shaft. I don't know if you're in here, Mr. Shaft. 3 out of 10. That's nice. We got Larry Fitzgerald. All-purpose disco. And some base. That's why there's only 10 of them, Only Dan's. That's why there's only 10. All right. We'll take it, though. We'll take that. Oh, we got Stewart for the Bengals. Little Shedeur action for the Browns. Boswell going to Angie. That is 55 out of 99, Angie. There you go. Little Tua on the Fireworks disco for Miami and some base. And the big box are coming. All right, good luck, guys. Let's find some good stuff in here. Let's see something big in here today. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. We got a little Brock Purdy. There's a Tyler Shuck. Let's take that, Saints. Garrett Wilson and a Stewart for the Bengals. I could believe that, Only Dan's. You've been on a roll here. You have been on a roll, so it may just be continuing for you. That's how breaks tend to go. There's like a few teams that just dominate the whole break somehow. It's a weird thing. Little Sauce Gardner for Indy. That just feels weird to say, but there it is. Oh, Malachi Starks, Baltimore. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Baltimore. Baltimore just does work. In session, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. And Chris Paul for the Rams. Oh, Baltimore. Davey. There you go, Davey. Baltimore just finds a way. They just do. 9 out of 10. You're on the board, Davey. All right, Devontae. Deion Walker for Buffalo. 63 out of 275. For the Bills, Scary Terry and Riley Leonard for Indy. All right, we got DJ Moore. Debo for the Commanders. Ooh. I don't know what that is behind there, but that looks like something big. Abdul Carter for the Giants. What is this? Wow, case hit. Josh Allen, Monarchs of the Game. Let's go. Let's go. And you know who has Buffalo today? 238, I believe, has Buffalo today. How about that? Case hit. It is 238. Is he even in here? Oh, look at that beaut. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, B-Wax, Buffalo was there for a good chunk of the day, my friend. They were there. Actually, we'll put him over here. I'm going to rerun this again tomorrow. I've decided this break is good enough to run back. So I'll put this back in the shop when I'm done. And if you want to be a part of this in the AM, I'm going to run this back. We got Marvin Harrison, Kelvin Banks going to the Saints. Chuba and Sanders for Buffalo. Buffalo is all over this box. Mr. Kittle. Only Dan's? You called it, my friend. Ashton Genty on the auto. Come on. What a box this is. Congrats, Only Dan's. This is definitely the best break you've ever had with me, Only Dan's. Congrats. That's sweet. I even love the pose. Fantastic. Little Malik Neighbors action for the Giants. And Quinn Ewers for Miami. All right, Only Dan's. You were due, Only Dan's. Believe me, Only Dan's has like about 100 golf cards I've sent him. It's good to have some other cards, right? Only Dan's. Gino. We got Xavier Leggett, 222 out of 275 going to Omar. We got Pickens for the boys and Caleb Johnson going to Pittsburgh and Angie. Yes. Fantastic, Only Dan's. All right, last pack. I'll do a recap after this, guys, and then I'll put this back in the shop. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably between 8 and 9 a.m., and we'll do this again. This break is pretty darn good. Cooper Kupp. Mondin, I don't even know who that is, Kersaxon. Mondin on the rookie for the Eagles. We got Lad McConkey and Malachi Moore for the Jets on the free. All right, give me just a second here, guys. We'll do a recap. And we will do this again in the morning. Yeah, only Dan's. That I had a feeling about that break. The only thing we were missing, I would have loved to see a downtown or a color blast. So maybe tomorrow we will get one of those. But we did get a Monarchs of the game, so it was a win there. All right, we got Xavier Legette out of 275 for Carolina. Walker for Buffalo out of 275. Tyler Shuck for the Saints. Boswell was out of 99 for Pittsburgh. DK for Pittsburgh. Jared Verse for the Rams. Josh Simmons for KC. Hampton was 12 out of 35. And Thornton was 6 out of 35. Package deal for only Dan's. Jack Sawyer, just the mojo. Cam Ward on the Paragon. T. Higgins for the Bengals out of 75. Hampton again on the Contours. That one was out of 75. Godwin for Tampa Bay. That one was out of 25 on the jersey match. Donovan McNabb for Washington out of 399. First year fresh. Ty Felton for the Vikings. We had Cortland Sutton for Denver, was out of 199. Travis Hunter on the Diamond Hands for the Jags. Hairston for Buffalo out of 399. Matthew Golden for Green Bay. Caleb Johnson on the rookie Phenom patch. Evan Ingram for Denver. That was 3 out of 10 for Mr. Shaft. Larry Fitzgerald on the all-purpose disco. Easy for the boys. That one was out of 125. On the blue, Judkins for Cleveland out of 75. Abdul Carter Emergent Disco for the Giants. Ashton, man, only Dan's. Jalen Lane, that one was 39 out of 99 for Washington. Trevor Etienne for Carolina. Omar. Mr. PG with the DJ Giddens Redemption. Dallas Goddard to disco for Kersaxon. We had Saquon. Prison Break. Breece Hall for the Jets on the free out of 125. Ashton Genty auto. Beauty. Monarchs of the game. Josh Allen case hit going to Mr. 238. And Malachi Starks, 9 out of 10 for Davey.